Well, welcome back to our little let's sit down and have a discussion space in my house. um, Today, I'm going to talk about a new piece of equipment, and I know some of you will be like, I'm just going to click off. But maybe you want to stick around to at least hear the saga of how I got here. And then when I start to demonstrate it, you can leave if you want to. You'll also notice, I'm going to put it up here on the screen, I am filming today on my Pocket 3, which I rarely ever do because this channel is all about the iPhone. But I need the iPhone for what I'm about to show you. And so I needed to sort of set it over here. A couple of years ago, before I had this channel, I was researching ways to make a kit for my phone that would allow me to do full-blown video recording. So I wanted to learn how to record in ProRes Log, which are really, really huge files. And if you do slow motion, they're so big they won't save on the phone. You have to have an external hard drive. Well, if you have an external hard drive and you plug that into the USB-C port here at the bottom, you don't have any place to plug in a microphone. And unless I'm using something like Blackmagic Design or something like that, I can't use a Bluetooth microphone like I'm using now. I have to plug a microphone in if I'm going to use the regular camera app. So I was looking for something that would allow me to plug in an SSD card and a microphone and be able to put filters on the camera, because you can't record most stuff without a filter if you're in ProRes Log. Anyway, that's a lot of mumbo jumbo. I ran across this thing on Kickstarter called the Cinema Grip. It has taken 2 years to get here. I'm going to show it to you here in just a second, but let me tell you the story. So I pledged to back the product. It's $225. And they didn't make their pledge. So the Kickstarter program was disbanded. But they sent out an email to everyone and said, look, we want to continue to try to produce this anyway. And if you're interested in receiving one when we're done, just fill out this form. We'll keep you on the list. So I did. I filled out the form. Knew it was going to be a while. They're in Australia. They're manufacturing it in China. They're shipping it to the United States. I was expecting a wait. And then everything went silent, and I got nothing. No emails, no updates. Looking at their website, there was never an update on their website. And then I don't remember if I heard from them first or if I reached out to them first, but I did email the gentleman who has designed this, and I said, look, I really kind of like to know where we're at. And he didn't answer my email. And so then I was like, I waited a couple of weeks. I emailed him back and I said, I don't know if you're just ignoring me or what the deal is, but I would really like to know where we're at. Well, he responded to that email. And he explained that they were, making some modifications on the production line, and they were getting really, really close. They thought they would have it done just shortly, just hang on. And another month or two went by. They have a Facebook page, and even though I don't have a Facebook account, I could see their updates. I couldn't see everything, but I could see their updates. And they kept saying, we're planning to ship within the next few weeks, or we're going to ship within the month. And then nothing happened. And so I emailed again, and I said, look, if this is not going to happen, just let me know, because I'm more than happy to just bow out and say I'm no longer interested. And I got an email back, and he said, yeah, I've looked through our files, and I don't see where you ever ordered one. Well, why am I bothering you then? So I told him, I said, that's great. That'll save me from canceling it. Just, I won't bother you anymore. Good luck with your endeavor. And then a week or two ago, I got an email saying, hey, your product is shipped. And so yesterday it came in. It came in this box. Now, I'm going to keep it, at least to try it out. But if I don't like it at this point, it'll be one of the most expensive things I've taken to Goodwill in a while. Inside this box is another box. And inside that box is a really nice case that everything came in. I've already sort of taken it out. I'm not going to do an unboxing video here. I just kind of want to show you what it is. This is my Moment case. And the Moment case, sorry about that, I should have been better prepared. The Moment case takes filters like this, and it has a little thing that pushes in here, and you just put it over, push that in. Let me see if I can get it on there. And it grips onto the little square around the cameras. And so this is a variable neutral density filter. And because when I wasn't going to get this anymore, I thought, well, I got to get some filters. So I got this case. Now, the case that comes with the Cinema Grip looks exactly the same, except it doesn't have a little ridge around here to hold this filter. So this is not going to work if I decide to use the Cinema Grip. So let me see if I can take this out. I may edit a few places here to make sure that I don't bore you with all the stuff that I'm having to deal with. I'm just going to put my phone in the new case. And it did come with two cases. It came with one that would fit the iPhone 15 Pro Max and one that would fit the iPhone 16 Pro Max, because they're not the same size. And so this case now fits, looks exactly the same, except that filter won't go on. So the main part of this is a stainless steel machined grip that goes on the back of the camera, and it has a little USB-C that goes into the USB-C port. You can use this with or without a grip. There are some spacers here without a case. If you don't want to use the case, there are some spacers that you can put in here to make it fit. I won't need them. And so it looks a lot like this. Okay, now that doesn't look like much, but what it does, it has, where did it go? It has a USB-C port. It has a USB-C port. It has a USB-C port, or USB port. Why can't we learn to name these things different? And it also has a card slot here for one of those thicker video cards. Now, I thought when I ordered it, I thought that I included the card in my order, but evidently I did not, because it didn't come with the equipment. So anyway, it also has all of these 1/4-inch threads all the way around it, so you can add other things. Like if I wanted to add handles out on both ends, I could do that. If I wanted to put a light up here on top, I could do that. Or, whatever kinds of things I wanted to add on, I could add on. And then it has another little extension piece that I'm not going to put on today, but it goes this way. It goes on to cover the lenses. It screws in right here, and then it comes with a plate that screws on the side to hold it all together. So it becomes really, really solid. And this has threads in it so that I could buy some filters that screw in. rather than the ones like this one that clip on. And I used to have some like that, and I got rid of them. So it also has, like, if you had a microphone that still had what is it, a 3/8 inch jack, no, an 1/8 inch jack, whatever it is. It has, this fits into the USB port. It has ports here for headphones and a microphone. It has a male and female USB-C port so that you could put something and sort of have it drape over. A lot of people are doing that now. I've already talked about that. It has also an L-shaped USB-C port or USB port. So if you needed to come out of here and then sort of angle it, you can. Come out of here, rather, and angle it, you can. But the whole idea is to be able to get everything in one place. And then it gives you this grip to sort of hold very steady on the phone. Now, is it overpriced? Oh, yeah. But when I bought it, I still had plenty of money. And now that it's charged to my card, I'm like, ouch. So anyway, I'm going to take this out and try it out to see if I like it or if I need to, ditch it. I don't know. I don't need a filter necessarily unless I'm going to shoot in something like the Blackmagic camera app or maybe in manual mode in the DJI app or the InstaFlow app. And you can't do that without a filter because the light is too much. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. So I'm going to work with this over the next few days. I just kind of wanted to show it today. I've talked way too much, and I do apologize for that. And I'll let you know what I think about it later. That may be a few weeks from now, but it's here. I wasn't expecting it, but it's here. We'll see y'all later.